ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
Hello and welcome to Softline. I am Nancy Banigo, and with me today I have the funkiest grandma. Funky grandma,
hello,
how are you?
Good afternoon, viewers. I'm happy to be with you today. I'm good, and I hope you're going to enjoy the show.
They will. It's always educative, entertaining, informative. That's what Eddie does.
And a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, yeah, especially when I have you. So how have you been, Funky Grandma?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Did you see the pepper soup stuff trending?
I just heard about it. I didn't even look at it.
Paranoia. I'm telling you. This one happened in Edo State, where they said a tragic incident. Where a woman, she was allegedly to have poisoned the pepper soup she prepared for her ex-boyfriend. And he didn't eat the pepper soup alone, he ate it with 4 of his friends. And the 4 of them plus the ex-boyfriend, all dead.
No, you know, this... Why was she the one to cook the pepper soup?
Well, I don't know how...
Ex.
You know.
Yeah. Why must she be the one
I don't know, because this story is somehow...
And probably the guy was thinking because there are 5 of them, so probably
she would not do anything,
yeah.
You know, unfortunately. You know, people do this thing, like when they feel like a food is not safe, instead of eating alone, they invite people to come and eat, thinking probably the more...
Yes. The more the people are, the reduction of the... or whatever they feel about it.
Oh my goodness, but I don't know why.
But this is a horrible one.
It's terrible.
But why did she do that?
It's terrible.
The thing is, why did you ask your ex? Why did your friends even accept your ex to cook the food?
You know, we really don't know the cocoa of this story, but sometimes some people, even their ex, they are good friends with their ex, but then you never can tell the heart of a woman.
How did you separate? You didn't consider all of that. What happened? What was the...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that made you separated. Did you separate on good notes? Are you guys okay when you separated?
Well, she might be pretending that it's okay. Yeah, but she had something else in the mind. Yeah, exactly. But when I went to the comment section after reading the story, you know, I saw a lot of story, and people were like talking about that's why they don't have anything to do with their ex. Yes. Once you are separated, everybody go your way. You know, and some persons were saying how pretentious women can be, which is true. A woman can appear to be all nice and loving and everything is okay, but inside of her heart, man, you never know what's there. So this is a typical example. And you know what amazes me most about this case is when I saw the picture of the lady who did this, or who is allegedly to have done this, you know, it was she looks so small, so innocent, like I didn't believe it. And I bet you she's not even, I'm not sure she should be up to 20 years. Oh my God. You know, so this goes to show what exactly is happening. Weird. I'm telling, and even these boys that died, I'm not sure any of them is above 20. They're all kids. You know,
such girls, you know? These young girls are weird. They are crazy than
I don't know.
Then 30-year-old girls, ladies, these young ones that are very hot in their heads. When they're in love, the things what they think, what they do.
It's something we should.
Such a girl,
it's something we should talk about. Yes. Yeah, because the way Gen Zs, the way they love, is different.
It's different.
They are. In fact, most of them are in toxic relationships. They are in toxic, their heads are so hot.
Yeah.
They want everything hot. I do not understand what these people want. It's a whole different kind of relationship I'm seeing with these Gen Z children.
The way they think, the way their mindset is, so sad. That lives should just go for because of one person?
Five
Probably
people.
How did he really hurt her so badly? You know, just to think.
No matter how hot she is, she shouldn't, you know, one shouldn't think of taking someone's life. That's why they always say you walk away. if you cannot tolerate it anymore,
at that age, they don't walk
away.
At that age, they don't walk away because they cannot reason properly.
Oh, goodness.
They can't reason properly, so they can't walk away. They want revenge automatically. It's proper we sanitize these younger people coming up and try to control them, how they fall in love, and let them be careful what they do and the people they meet and what they do, and be careful how you hurt a girl.
I'm telling you.
Very careful how you hurt a girl. It's easy to hurt an adult than hurting a young girl that is in love.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh, well, we get carried away with this topic, but we really have to talk about the way Gen Zs play relationships. It's something scary. Yeah. We'll go on a very short break, and when we'll come back, we'll introduce our guests as well as our topic. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Step into the heartbeat of the world, where news meets real talk. From breakthroughs in diplomacy to humanitarian challenges and scientific milestones, Global Digest takes you beyond the headlines and straight to the heart of the matter. I am Amma Marcus. Be a part of the world unfolding stories at 3 p.m. on ADBN, channel 258 on DSTV, and Star Times, channel 140. Global Digest, your window to the world's current affairs, only on Advocate Broadcasting Network.
No matter wetin I see, enough fit make mouth heavy to talk am. That's now why people dey talk.
You know wetin dey worry you, but you no go fit take help yourself.
In this kind of situation now, what if they really no talk to una? Wetin be the way forward?
They go bury our chairman on Thursday. We go remain here.
Make we talk good where we dey see good, and where we know say we no dey see good, make we also dey talk am.
No woman, no mother deserve to know the grave of his child.
The bank manager, the bank executive, they are the one the government should first pay.
People They Talk, the show on Monday to Friday by 5 p.m. on top ADBN TV.
Welcome to the Niger Delta, a region of incredible beauty and stark contrast. From its breathtaking landscapes to its rich cultural heritage, this is a place where history and modernity collide. But beneath this serene surface lies a story of struggle and resilience. The Niger Delta is the lifeblood of Nigeria's economy, home to vast oil reserves that fuel the nation, yet it is a land where the people fight for their share of the wealth. Join us on the program Niger Delta Today as we explore the heart of the Niger Delta, discover the vibrant cultures, the struggles for environmental justice, and the stories of the people who call this place home. This is the Niger Delta, a land of contrast, a story of resilience, a journey of hope. Don't miss our exclusive series, Niger Delta Today, every day at 12 noon, only on ADBN TV. Witness the untold stories, experience the journey, be part of the change.
Welcome back, and thanks for being there. Can you imagine living on the edge, unsure if you earn enough to feed your family or pay your rent? This is the daily struggle of millions of Nigerians. Today, we delve into the world of daily wage earners, examining the challenges, policy gaps, and innovative solutions. So joining us to do the discussion is Pastor Esu Efi. He's the state zonal coordinator of Association of Skilled and Vocational Artisans of Nigeria, who has dedicated his work to advocating for the rights and empowerment of artisans. So together, we will explore the harsh realities faced by daily wage earners, policy recommendation for improving livelihood, innovative solutions for financial stability. So get ready for a thought-provoking conversation. Mr. Exxon, you're welcome to the show. I hope I got that right.
Yeah,
Esu.
Esu.
Oh, that's right. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, so let's start this way. artisans. Let's start with why you even decided to be an advocate for artisans in the first place. Why did you choose this path?
I think the path chose me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't choose it. It chose me. Somebody called me up and said, we've seen your work and we know you can fit in to this advocacy. And I said, okay, well, if you think I'm qualified, I think I'll take up the challenge. It's not been easy, it's quite challenging. It's quite challenging. I remember one of those days I walked up to one of my friends, let me hide his identity a little bit. And he told me, Esu, mechanics? I said, sir, you taught me in school. Do I look like a mechanic to you? I went to school to pick something up there so that I can improve the society. And if I'm not doing that, going to school is not a big deal. It's just to make us to be enlightened some more so that we can change the mindset of some of those people. And if we're not doing it, that means we just went to school to be educated and bum.
Just to write,
yeah.
Read and write.
Read and write.
Yeah. So, but it's far more than that. It's been quite challenging going to the street. The artisans themselves don't even know who they are. They don't know what they want. They just, okay, we are just there. We are just surviving. We are just in a society to just live. When it's time for us to pass on, we pass on. If we can get anything out of it, yeah, we get something out of it. But when you're even talking to them, they look at you as strange. What is this guy talking about? What are these people up to? I know backstage you asked us if we are biting. We are, but we, like I told you, we are not this political force. Yeah. But we will try and do more advocacy, which we're trying to do now. We are already now affiliating with human rights advocates, so we can also speak now for the rights legally of artisans.
All right, I would like you to we like stories, especially when you have to do
like stories that can
change lives.
Lives, trigger the mind.
So if you can give us some success stories that the association, from the initiative the association has brought to light, give us some success stories you've recorded so far.
Wow.
Even if it's just one.
Quite a lot.
Okay.
2017, I think we had one of our first programs in Akwa Ibom State.
Okay.
It was a kind of a regional training that brought people from River State, from Cross River State, I think those two states in Akwa Ibom, and it was on mechatronics, and we also partnered with this bank. What is the name of this bank again?
Okay, you don't need to say.
Yeah, and we partnered with them, and they came in, they taught them on finances, how to finance your business and get financial assistance, and it was quite interesting because some of them weren't mechanics, but I think two of them went back to, unfortunately, it was a success to us, but unfortunate to our people in Akwa Ibom State. They went back to River State and they built a diagnostic workshop. Because we told them, you may not be the mechanic, but you can diagnose for the mechanics. They went there and they attached themselves to the mechanics and went on. While our people here were waiting for us to come and give them tools, come and give them money, I told them, no, it's not everything that we can do for you and government can do for you. And sometimes you have to push yourself to succeed. The other one, we've had a lot of other ones which even standardizing their services. Most time artisans are not in the production line, but most of us are like the tailors, like the what is it called, cosmetic people, like the confectionery people, their production food aspect. But sometimes it's more of servicing, and we collaborated with a standards organization to actually see how we can begin to standardize our services. Because we found out that a lot of foreign foreigners have come in and taken over our jobs because they say we are not qualified. And one thing about qualification is you may know the job, but how to deliver is an issue. And that is why certification is important. I think I'll talk about it a little bit, which is what I think the federal government is doing right now. I wrote a book the last time I was here, I think some time ago. We talked a little bit about the book, The Artisan. Okay. I was inspired to write that book after 6 years of advocacy in Akwa Ibom State. I just thought, okay, just put up a document. And we put up that document, and I believe it went to the government, and I think this present administration took it upon themselves to start training. I'm part of that training. We have done the first batch, skill up artisan. We have seen it. Yeah. Now they are not just training, they are trying to certify the artisan so that it will merge, because it's national skill qualification certification. It's a national curriculum that goes through. If you're in Canada, if you're in India, it's the same curriculum we're using to do so that you can go anywhere to work. It's bigger than the trade test that we used to have, because trade test is even being phased out.
All right, thank you, Mara.
Yeah, so sounding a little confusing for me when you talk about partisan. You talk about how the daily paid are handled. You talk about the different categories of people that are part of you. I am, aside from like the one you said you went to Port Harcourt, you did all of that, and now a few people went back and took over.
No, we actually did it here.
Oh, you did it here? Okay. Those that came from, when they saw the lights or something, they now
our people just
hijacked it. Okay. So what is the push? What is the zeal that burns in you to go into this area of public service? What pushed you to go into this area of public service? What are you gaining in it? How are you helping the people that you've come out for? What is that push? Can you let the viewers know what the push is? And probably that will instill interest in them.
Yeah.
Is it very difficult? Should I break it down?
No, it's not difficult.
It just has to make you think.
Yeah, I'm sorry. To make a think to know which language I will use that will be most appropriate. Long time ago, is it a calling? People have calls, people call themselves. But I just went through the scripture, flipping through, and I found it said, though you have been forsaken, but I will make you an eternal excellency, a joy to many generations. And I picked that. I said, okay, is it on the pulpit? As I grew up, older, I said, no, joy to many generations. What gives me joy is seeing your business get to the next level. What gives me joy is seeing somebody becoming something from the skill. The creator, God is a creator, and it takes delight in making sure that we move to the next level. One of my students came to the office today. Was just fixing the bathtub. There was leakage, and I said, come and stay here and learn what I'm doing, so that when you go there, by the time I finished, I said, it looks like a small job, right? But this gives us money. Yesterday also, an electrician came. We were trying to fix up something in the office, and they said, I say, charge you, forget about me, no look my face. So by the time he finished, he said, this small thing. I said, yes. Just that I went to just fix a toilet, and I got some good money in my pocket. He said, that is it. Not just for me, for everybody, because sometimes I walk through the plaza area and I see a lot of people. I say, who is talking for this? Who is speaking for them? Nobody speaks for them. And when you want to speak for them, they turn back to fight you. People have asked me, what are you gaining, like you asked? What I gain is the joy that I give to the people. Yeah. Okay. If there's any other thing, fine, I will take it. I'm not a teacher. Our reward is in heaven. Every reward now is on earth.
Okay, so now, before I talk about the challenges, faced by artisans all over. Let's just be, I don't know if you'll be able to differentiate between, because I know some persons will be misunderstanding artisans and entrepreneurs, you know. If a person says, okay, yeah, he's skilled, he's in a business, so he's an entrepreneur, but artisans, can you please differentiate it? Because I really want to get the clear definition of who is an artisan and who is an entrepreneur.
Okay. Let me take you back to Exodus chapter 35.
Okay, I see where the pastor in comes from.
And it said, bring me the gifted, New King James Version, the gifted artisans.
Oh, okay.
Bring them to me. Those, after the garden, the next people were artisans. At least God was the first tailor. He saw them, their apron and whatever, on a lighter mood. But artisans, they are craftsmen, people that work with their hand. An artisan produced this cup. An artisan produced this table. What I'm wearing, an artisan. This your sunshade mama is an artisan. This jewelry are artisans. This air we put on, they are craftsmen. They can create, they can build, they can think, but they are not likely entrepreneurs. They may have a business like the mechanic. He has a mechanic workshop, but he's not an entrepreneur. Okay. That is where we mix it all up. An entrepreneur is a skill. I am a trained United Nations Development Agency, trained entrepreneurial instructor. Okay. And in that, entrepreneurial skill is different from artisanal skill. I can be a tailor, I can have a tailoring workshop, but I cannot properly, I don't have employment skill to hire staff. I don't have, I cannot understand simple spreadsheet. I don't understand what it means by business and closure, business open. I don't understand what it means by taxation. I don't understand what it even means to what is CAC, opening a corporate organization. I don't even know what it means to have a bank account different from a corporate bank account. That makes an entrepreneur. You are able to understand, build a business. You may not be skilled, but you have that entrepreneurial skill. It is a skill on its own. But it's different from artisanal skill. So when people say, oh, we are training entrepreneurs, so everybody's there. No. There's an entrepreneur and there's an artisan or a skilled person.
Oh, okay. All right. I hope this definition, is clear enough for our viewers. Okay, so now let's talk about some of us to what you do, you know, the longer time you've been in your field, advocacy and all that. Let's talk about some of the challenges you've seen being faced by artisans. Should we start? Is it the same with those in Akwa Ibom and all over the world, all over the country? All over the country and all over the world, the globe. Okay. Yeah, artisans are almost, the trend is similar. When I was writing my book, I think I went through Malaysia artisans, how they developed, Egypt, Ghana, that is well developed in artisanal work, Togo, you know, Morocco. We have this almost the same trend. They are always put at the what we like put it now, the lower rung of the society. They look at them as the poorest of the poor people, people that are not educated. So they just classify them at that level, and it is a big barrier. I would say it is also, when you talk of segregation, they have been segregated to that low level. That's why you can see somebody, I come to your house because I'm a plumber, you just look at me as one bullshit, it's good for toilet. Let me use him as a tissue. I come to ask you to make your clothes. So my friend, will you come and put that and look at you? Yeah. Is it because I called you? No. That person is a dignified person. We are advocating for them so that they will be respected. And we're also advocating that also they too, you also respect yourself, because they have put you on that wrong. Doesn't mean that you should be wrong. You should come up. So we are training, attitudinal training, ethical training,
outside your skill, you should be able to put it up. It's challenging though because they don't understand. They believe that this is who I am. It's just like taking a pig out of the mud to clean the pig. It doesn't know you are doing him good. They say, no, I want to go back there.
To the mud.
That's the challenge we are having. We go through the streets. They feel I don't need. I am an artisan. I have upped myself. I am a certified project manager by Chartered Institute of Project Managers of Nigeria, certified. I'm a certified administrator. I take my time to improve myself. Number one, for the advocacy case, so that if I'm talking to the enlightened, they will be able to connect. And if I'm talking to you, I want to bring them also up, but they don't want to come up. They want to depend. So government has to do more in advocacy for these people. For these people.
All right, so that's one of the challenges you see being faced by artisans, right? Being treated poorly. And sometimes this being treated poorly, then I'm glad it's a two-way thing you talked about, trying to coach them or train them also how to present themselves, because I see most of them are quite rude. Most of them are quite rude. Most of them are trickish. When they see a little thing that it's supposed to be just fixed, they'll keep telling you a story. Oh, you have to buy this, you have to buy this.
Come to your home and
I'm telling you,
to do, and they will be looking at things and trying to use that to assess you.
Let me give you one story of a plumber. I'm telling you, this is what they do. A plumber came to my house, and then something was the tap was dripping.
Broken or something.
So I asked him to fix it, but I looked at this tap because it's quite new, and inside my head I'm thinking this tap it shouldn't be broken, it can be fixed. But he looked at it and told me, no, it's you cannot fix it, you have to replace it. So I got so angry and I told him to go. And then that multi-talent inside of me just came working. And then I opened the tap. And then I discovered there's this
one of the
something like a rubber band inside was and then I used a piece of bag and then I tied it and I put the tap and it stopped dripping. For heaven's sake, I'm still using that tap. So you see what I'm talking about?
Fortunately, I just fixed my toilet.
The toilet.
That's one of my specialty, plumbing.
That's
why I was laughing.
You understand?
How do you want the person to eat now? Yes, I know it could be truthful. But now, there are two ways.
Sometimes you want to justify.
Gasket, no, I want to justify, but because you have called him to come and do a work. He has to assess it. He has assessed it. Okay, we can change it, because if it's not properly fixed, it's not everybody that can fix that gasket. Like what happened in my toilet, the flexible. I just came, it was leaking. A plumber fixed it for us.
Another
plumber. I was there when they did it. So, okay, when I tested it, it was leaking. Don't need to call it. I just fixed it. And once that gasket is out, if you don't fix it well, it will leak again. So that's why he said, okay, just change it. He didn't have that expertise, but thank God
exactly. That would have solved a lot of problems. All right, thank you, Mama.
As what we're now talking about is something that has been on ground. That's what is going on. But most of the times, the artisans do not know that they are pushing into their what do I call clients? More. When you go to somebody's house, I want you to use this as a way of awareness to them, to be able to maintain their standards, have self-respect, be totally independent, and be proud of what they're doing. They don't need to play pranks. They don't need to play pranks. So it is better that whenever they go to a client's place, it's just be direct and straightforward and have your personality with you. Because by the time, like that one did what she did to Nancy, and Nancy just said, go, don't do it again. One, that person has already entered your house.
All right, before you answer Funky Grandma's question, let's go on a very short break. And when we come back, you tackle her question. So we'll also be right back.
Step into the heartbeat of the world where news meets real talk. From breakthroughs in diplomacy to humanitarian challenges and scientific milestones, Global Digest takes you beyond the headlines and straight to the heart of the matter. I am Amma Marcus. Be a part of the world unfolding stories at 3 p.m. on ADBN, channel 258 on DSTV, and Star Times, channel 140. Global Digest, your window to the world's current affairs, only on Advocate Broadcasting Network.
No matter wetin I see, enough fit make mouth heavy to talk am. That's now why people dey talk.
You know wetin dey worry you, but you no go fit take help yourself.
In this kind of situation now, what if they really no talk to una? Wetin be the way forward?
They go bury our chairman on Thursday. We go remain here.
Make we talk good where we dey see good, and where we know say we no dey see good, make we also dey talk am.
No woman, no mother deserve to know the grave of his child.
The bank manager, the bank executive, they are the one the government should first pay.
People They Talk, the show on Monday to Friday by 5 p.m. on top ADBN TV.
All right, welcome back. So we're still discussing daily wage earners, and we have Pastor Esue, the studio. He's the State Zonal Coordinator, Association of Skilled and Vocational Artisans of Nigeria. He's doing justice to the topic. But before we come back to him, let's take a few tweets so that we have our guests react to them. We have this tweet from Arinze, who said, one of my guys, or one of my friends, JGB, I jokingly told him to get ready to spoil me with $500 a day pay. My guy Vex, he told me that he now averages $1K daily, as $1K daily. He left the $500 mark years ago. See, if you he's now talking to people. See, if you have a special skill set, just leave Nigeria. I am crying as I am typing this. God, when? Okay, so let's take the last tweet there from Zayli. He said, I'm sorry, but making $144 a day, $720 a week, and $1,440 a paycheck is not what I was put on this earth to do. Seems like slavery to me. Okay, so they say different strokes for different folks. So now let's take this first tweet. You know, it's quite funny because we see many Nigerians leaving the shores of our country, going abroad to go do some of these skill things, but they are being valued over there, and the money they make there is way bigger than what we have here. Just like you said, but you said that they are being treated almost the same way all over the world. But here, the money they make is quite small compared to what they make over there. So are you of this opinion for people to japa? Or is there a better, greener, what they call brighter future for the artisans here?
Brighter future for the artisans in Nigeria. Well, hopefully, I would say there is brighter future for everybody in Nigeria, not just the artisans, because I hope so. I hope so. But jackpine, I don't know. I'm not ready to jackpot. Somebody was saying, oh, if you can go to Canada, I say, fine, if I go there, I'll be sick. Because,
why? How will you be sick?
I'll make the money. That means I will not come back to this country again.
And will that make you sick?
That will make me sick because I love this nation, this country. I love my people. I love the freedom I'm enjoying. But truth be said, out there, because of, when I say out there, because this person is, probably that person is in Canada, USA, or Europe, not Asian country. Even though they still earn more than us, because we convert the money. I don't look at that, because if you are earning $1,000 and I'm earning 1,000 naira, to me, I call us equivalent, because what you spend there is different from what I'm spending.
Exactly.
Here. Yeah, that's why I don't even
People don't look at it that way.
$1,000 there is 1,000 naira here, because by the time they tax you and everything, but the treatment they have is quite different. You call me to your house to come and check your plumb. If I'm in Canada, before I leave, that's what we're trying to advocate. We have put a bill, I don't know, it's taking time, whatever, to come out. When you call me, before I leave my house to come and check you have to pay me for that. That's consultancy.
Oh.
Yeah. And by the time I come and check like what he did to you, he has checked, you should pay him for that, for even identifying the fault before he now fixes the fault. So, but here you just call the person comes, pay this transport to and through your house, identify the fault, and maybe it now gives you the price. Say it's too much. You go, no, you have to pay for that service.
He did not identify the fault.
No,
he identified.
Okay. I thought you knew the fault.
No, I just knew the tap was dripping. I don't know why.
She went the extra mile to see if I can do it, and it worked for her fine.
Okay. Which is for the guy to pay his way, come take the pay.
Yeah, you should. You should pay consultancy.
Okay, so is it not the function of the association?
Yes, that's what we are. We cannot. There are some things we cannot enforce. It has to go through the process.
Okay.
Yeah, we are working with human rights. The best we can do is, okay, if you don't pay him, if you pay him, but now, if the government can go further to say, okay, as an artisan, this laws guides and binds you. Before you leave, we are going to also work with you according to internationally acceptable standard. It is not there in Nigeria, so we will not be able to fight that. I'll tell you to come. Except I tell you, madam, as I come, my transport, you go give me my transport, and we agree mutually. Then when I come, you pay. But with you not well, because I don't check. Even the mechanic will go. You drive your car to the, or you call the mechanic, he just checked. I'm a victim of that also. You finish checking, okay, go, later I'll call you. And later you didn't call the person. That is service, you have to pay for that services also, because he has at least identified a fault. But we don't do that, it's a big work, we'll call that. Now I have come to your house, ma'am. We have agreed to disagree, and I'm leaving. There is no threat. You called me in. I can't access your house without you calling me. If I do that, that means I have trespassed. That is, a law is against me. So there is no issue. But now the attitudinal change, like we're trying to say, yes, truthfully, I went to somebody to do a work for the person, and that's what we keep teaching them, because the students were there, that they sent to us for training. I was told that one of the things I looked at it, I smiled, I said, I will eat money here, I will not leave this money go, but I have to be truthful to the person and let the person decide whether you want to give me this money or you don't want to give me this money. And I told it, this is this. I put my own and trademark there, because I will not tell you everything I'm going to do. Because if you know everything I'm going to do, you may say I'm too expensive, and you tell me, you now bring the other person, and you now tell the person what to do.
Said, because you already heard
because you already know what is that kokoko.
Yes.
I didn't tell the person that kokoko. I not tell her that one. I just tell her, okay, this is okay, fine. And now for this one. So it's a two-way thing. But we're not advocating that you just go because I come and I see you with a Prado Jeep or you're a commissioner. Okay. No, what I'm going to charge you as a commissioner is what I'm going to charge you as the ordinary person. Except it goes beyond that.
Yeah, that was where I was trying to go before we had the break.
Yeah, except it goes beyond that. Except it is a contract. Just that tap. Okay, if I came personally and don't worry, madam, I just this thing. Let me see if I can fix it. And I fix it for you and it works. I said, okay, it don't work. Use your church mind, give me. If you know use your church mind, give me. When another person comes, if you do, you know, vex. That is what we are trying to build in them, truthfulness. Okay. I don't need to overcharge you because I want to get. No. Okay. If I pick 10 jobs in a day, every day, I'll get rich.
All right. I see you talked about a policy where they will be recognized by the government, So I want to talk about policy recommendation, would you recommend some, or are there some that are there already concerning artisans that you would want the government to improve on?
Actually, when I sat out there, I was going through again, so that I know what to say.
Okay.
I've gone through all the policies. I've checked. The Ministry of Labor has not done this sector, the blue-gray sector of the society, and justice at all. They fight for minimum wage increase. They don't fight for the artisans. The TUC, they fight for trade union, but they forget that these people are the most essential people in this country, in any economy to develop, are the artisans. They are everywhere. An artisan is the cameraman, there is an artisan, right? The scriptwriter here is an artisan, right? The cleaner is an artisan. They forget that those people, they are very important. Without them, the economy of any nation will crumble. Now, when we advocate, we say, okay, please recognize these people. I'll give them, if they don't have training, set out a fund. I wrote it out, let me just say it out. Anybody that want to do it, it's good for everybody. Set out a certain fund. I'll put it, that is part of the bill I put in this State Assembly. Okay. It has not been followed up. Set out a bill. We are putting something trust fund, this trust fund. Put up an artisan trust fund. I am on the national television and I'm speaking. Put up an artisan trust fund. Where from that qualified license. So when they are going wrong, because somebody said, if you don't train them, don't blame them. Our artisans are not trained. So don't blame them for being who they are. I am enlightened because I am trained to be enlightened, and I can speak from an enlightened position. That man that, because we feel, and it's a pity, that is the stigma. Okay, I got the word right now. Okay. They are being stigmatized. You feel they didn't go to school. No, not everybody can go to the university that I did, that your mama did, that you did. Not everybody. Everyone. But they are educated. We call them illiterate. No, they are not illiterate. They are educated in their own field of endeavor. Okay. I am educated to speak grammar. They are educated to fix things. So we should give them that respect. There should be a law against speaking rudely to the artisan. Okay. Also, there should be a law. That's what I propose. There should be a law suing an artisan for what? For being rude. Or for cheating, or for doing what do I call, a low-class standard work. Okay. If I come to your house, a client I'm speaking, I still keep calling her. It's a challenge, toilet smell challenge. We have done everything. We have used all the chemical, but it's still. But I said no. I went back. I keep studying. I keep calling. How is it? That is customer relation. We have to also teach them customer relation. Okay. So that you'll be able to know, are you satisfied with what I've done? Oh, not really. Okay, what's the problem? Oh, okay, I'll come back. Look, madam, if you know what, I'll make you go, I beg. I don't try my best. No.
You know now, so not the
So that is still, a law should be in place. You don't talk to me rudely, I don't talk to you rudely. Okay. As they call it freedom of expression, right? But there's no really freedom. There is a boundary of the freedom. You have to put this cup, there's something in, but it's not free. You have to bring it out. All right. So that is it. I hope I answered that question. If I didn't, coin it so that I'll be able to.
Yeah, it's okay. But when you mentioned NUC, NUT, NLC, TUC, and all those. You know, I was now thinking fast. So why are these people not actually recognized? Why is nobody speaking for them? I'm thinking because they don't have a base. They don't have a strong base like these other groups. And these other groups, they have a structure. They have what is agreed. This is what should be done. This is what we are going to earn. This is what we are not going to earn, and all of that. But in your area, you don't have any structure. Anybody charges whatever he or she wants to charge. You know, there's no unified daily paid on plumbers, for this, and for that. That is what should be. Okay. So that it will be in uniform, and then you begin to fight for it.
Exactly.
That is what we are.
But this one mechanic. So repairing bomber
is different price.
Is different price. You go to
B, is different.
Another thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I think that is one way I'm suggesting that you people should fight for and have a structure that you can now fall back to and use to defend your.
You know, our bill is not an executive bill, so it may take forever to be looked into and to pass. I did articulately all this have been put in place now, because the same thing that is happening to artisans is happening in the market. We don't have market regulation, market price regulation, right? So, but now I can charge you the way I want to charge you, but there should be a benchmark. Because if we start doing that, it will become problematic. That is what is happening with all this union, market union, this union. You just put a price. You say, don't sell this. If I'm working from home, I can charge you this cup. Now me make it by myself. I know how much it costs me to make this cup. I'm going to sell this cup for this amount. Petroleum regulation of price. That's what is up. That's what they're trying to open it up, so that you come and sell according to what you buy. But don't go beyond this price. Okay. You can sell below, but not above. Okay. As a plumber, don't charge above this. And for plumbing, painting, we know if you come to this room and say, I want to paint this house, you know the average you pay, maybe 3,000 to 5,000, depending on how big. It doesn't go above that. If you say, okay, you know, if you call some people like us that have office, we can tell you, okay, and you say, no, I want you to do it because you are good, but can you calm down? So, okay, I'll calm down. Because we are charging also professionally. You cannot go and call one man for office AC. You can't. The man went there for a road, say no, they pay office. So.
But now you're also you're stigmatizing now. Because you are segregated yourself as a professional, and then those other ones
to protect his end.
But you do the same thing as we, the common man. That's what we do.
Yes, that's what you do. So that's what I'm trying to answer that question. Because the prices cannot be uniform, but there should be a benchmark. Don't go beyond this. But you can charge in between. Because I am baking from my house, right? I'll come out. I baked when I was in Abuja. I baked. I took it to the banks to sell, and they say, "Wow, this meat pie, 15 naira. We'll buy it out there at the whatever.
More expensive.
100. I say, well, I am doing it from my house. I'm not paying for AC. I'm not paying for this. They say, okay. So I've been able to define it. Why mine is cheaper than theirs. So it doesn't mean that because I'm doing it for this price, we must all do it. No.
Okay, I get your point. I get your point. So now let's talk about how we can collaborate to help, to improve the life of artisans. Talking about the government, civil society, private sector. How can we collaborate to improve the life of artisans?
It starts with policy. Without a defined policy, the lawmakers have to come out and do it. I just should I say it, let me leave it, or should I say it, somebody come to slap somebody? And you see, policy. Policy. That's why I took pain and documented that bill. I put it in. If there is no law, there is no sin.
True.
If there is no law, there is no sin. Thou shalt not kill. Because he said, thou shalt not kill. Then if you kill, you have committed a sin and a crime. There is no blueprint to work with. So, or there is no law to work with. So if you arrest me, what will you say is word of mouth. You are not citing any law. That's why I say the labor law is supposed to guide the artisans. But the labor law just call everybody as labor force.
Okay.
So there is no penalty. There is no deals. Okay, now we are trying to work it out, and thank God for the present administration. They have brought in this national skill qualification framework that is universal, global. Now we are working it. So if you have that certification, you can, anywhere you can work. As an ordinary, let me use that word, allow me to use that word, please. As an, let me, non-certified artisan, whether you're a mechanic or whatever, you cannot work in the civil service. They can only take you, hire you and whatever. But when you are certified, you can work with that certification. Not technical school like some of them are building now. They are building just to go and train and get started. No, you are skilled, because I am one of the, gracefully, in the body that's trained for certification, and we know some of this is, some people will not sit in the classroom for me to teach them. They are already skilled. I won't take them from making their 5,000, 3,000 and that, but we can guide them on some aspect of certificate and give them, so they can go out of this country and they are qualified. They can call them and we are trying to say, if you are not certified, we are trying to put that, if they can pass, put that bill, let it pass the reading. If I'm coming to my house, you must have an ID card. Out there in this country, out there, you don't go to somebody else without a badge.
Does your association do this for?
We are working on
Okay, so what is it your association does for the artisan? Just one thing, because we don't have much time now.
We are working for their welfare, to be inclusive. We are working also for them to be treated right, and we are going further. By this bill, that's why I keep going back to the law. There are a level we can go to make sure that they are regarded and respected. Now, for the artisan, we are working for them to come so that we can have a unified voice. Like you are saying.
Funky Grandma said.
Yeah. So that we can say, okay, this is what we'll build for carpentry, for tailoring. Without this badge, this ID card, shown that you have been certified to go out. If you don't see this badge, if you are dealing with this person, you are at risk dealing with this person, because you cannot force everybody to come and drink in the same cup you are drinking. We are just our own association. There are other packets of associations.
So thank you so much, Pastor Esu. Funky Grandma, you have any other thing?
Yeah, I do. It's quite interesting. I don't have anything else to talk on this.
All right. I think we should just call it a wrap, right? Give us a closing remark.
Our closing remark is, please, the government should work with every stakeholder to make sure that this sector, blue and gray collar sector of the economy is given the necessary bite and push, so that we'll stop losing revenue. They contribute very much, and we can harness on that IGR. On that, we didn't have time to talk on that, to make sure that the economy, Akwa Ibom State example, can hit 5 billion yearly through artisans' contribution. If they work it well.
Thank you so much, Pastor Esu, for coming on the show today. That was really impactful.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you.
Okay. Funkiest Grandma.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, viewers. There's so much we can take on the show today. And there is this song sung by, I've forgotten his name, oh goodness. Whatever your job is, as far as it's a honorable job, just you have to be proud of it. It puts food on your table. You don't have to be ashamed of the job you do. You have to be proud of what you do, because that is what takes care of your bills. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. From all of us at the studios, bye-bye, and thanks for watching.
Bye.